Couch Soup. If you're new here to Couch Soup, we'll welcome you to the whole channel, to all the awesome that we are here at Couch Soup. If you are new to watching now, welcome to the Watching Now series. We are doing an edition of Watching Now for the Ahsoka series dropping on Disney Plus starting on August 23rd. Super excited. And let's get a quick hello from this team here who's going to be covering the Ahsoka series for Couch Soup. We'll start with me. I'm Steph Watson. I'm a writer here at Couch Soup. You'll see me as either Steph Watson or Ja'Cory in the community.
I'm Brandy. I am the senior editor here at Couch Soup. I also write. And you can find me Watery Tart or Brandy Brown here in the community.
Hello there. I am Lily Kay. I am a writer here at CouchSoup and a content creator. And you can find me at Art of Lily Kay, I think everywhere, basically. Or The Art of Lily Kay, something like that. I'm everywhere. You know, just find me. Hi. You know me from the rest of us.
That's right. She's old hat with the Watching Now series.
Yeah. I'm always here.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm the token white guy of this podcast. And I also do too much writing for Couch Soup, like way too much. But besides that, I'm just Tom. I'm just the guy. I'm just a little guy.
Today, we're kicking things off with what to expect from the series. By the way, if you hear a bird in the background of my videos, that's my bird, Monty.
Hi, Monty.
So we love Monty here.
Everybody say hi, Monty. Just say it.
Hi, Monty.
Hi, Monty.
But I know what you're thinking. Who are these people and why should I tune in to hear them? Well, we get you. I mean, it's the case with anything that we watch, right? Why do I want to hear this person talk about this? So let's talk about how each of us kind of came to Star Wars, our Star Wars history, and why Ahsoka is important to us, because that's what brought us here today. Let's kick it off with Brandy.
All right. Well, I could say I've been a Star Wars fan my entire life because I have. My parents will tell you at 2 years old, I saw A New Hope in theaters because they couldn't find a babysitter.
It's the best way of doing it.
I know.
There he is.
You know, I've loved Star Wars since. I am a huge Ahsoka fan. I think Dave Filoni has really done an amazing job with that particular character. So I'm very excited for the series. And yeah, I will talk about Ahsoka, and I'm scared of Thrawn. I will tell you that 14,000 times. So yeah.
Why are you scared of Thrawn? I'm just
Yes, we want to know why you're scared of
interested.
Thrawn.
All right.
Let's get into
He's
that.
terrifying because he's methodical in everything he does. He can talk anyone into doing anything. Like,
Damn right he
he's
can.
worse than the Emperor. Like, the Emperor is just like, shoot lightning, blah. But Thrawn gets in your head. He's in there. He lives there. It's true.
That's because he's great.
He is great, but he's also terrifying. He's one of the scariest villains
He's
in
so
Star Wars history,
Yeah.
I think.
He's the villain of the new age for sure.
Oh, a long history with Star Wars. I've been a fan since I can remember, basically. You know, I had a major crush on Luke Skywalker. That's what I remember from my childhood. Like, just, you know, oh, look, yes. Oh, yeah. Han Solo. Yeah, great as well. Mark Hamill is just the best, let's be honest. And then Ahsoka came in Clone Wars, and first I hated her, not gonna lie. I was one of those people. I was like, oh.
No.
And then Dave Filoni was like, oh yeah, you're gonna like this character. You're gonna love her. And I was like, yeah, I do. So I love Ahsoka so much. I was fan casting Rosario Dawson to play her from the very beginning. I'm so happy that she's here. She's just chef's kiss. And I love Thrawn. And he's very misunderstood. Look, I love him, okay? Don't question my obsession, okay?
Don't question my love.
He's just misunderstood, okay?
You can fix it. You can fix him. You can fix
I
him.
can fix him.
All the novels. Now I have a question for you on
Okay.
on your history. Did you read the Heir to the Empire stuff before we had Thrawn and Rebels?
Yep.
Ah,
Everything that
nice.
has to do with it, everything that has to do with Throne and everything. It's here. They
Awesome.
are sitting there, and I'm like, yes. Don't ask me how it started. I don't know. I don't remember. I just
Yeah,
love him.
I
Okay.
actually wrote an article about Ahsoka, how exactly the way you felt. Like, I didn't like her at first. She was annoying, but
Very annoying.
she has the best character arc. Like, I
Mhm.
love her.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
I mean, you have to be a true master to turn around the character that I think we can say that everyone hated at the beginning and
Yeah.
just turn it around, be one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars.
100%.
So
Right.
already like, well done, hats off.
Let's go, Dave.
Mhm.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it, Dev.
So differently to, I'm assuming, all of you, my first Star Wars wasn't A New Hope. It was actually Episode 1.
Wow.
Because
I'm sorry.
hey, I
I'm sorry. I'm
loved
just
it.
kidding.
I loved it. But no, 'cause I remember seeing it on like in a restaurant TV screen where they were playing a giant movie. And I was like, oh, that's cool. It's got lightsaber Schwartz to go swing. And then
Swing.
over the past next like 6 nights, my mum came home with a different DVD of the next movie. So I watched them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I know to some people is blasphemy. So
Yeah,
and
it's fine.
I've loved
It is.
Star Wars since then. Found it funny that my sister loved Qui-Gon Jinn in the first movie and said he was her favorite. And then, he dies,
It's unfortunate.
which is
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. And also contrary to everyone else, I actually liked Ahsoka when she first started in Clone Wars because
Oh.
I was 7 or 8, so I was a little kid who thought,
Okay.
damn, this little Jedi with the green lightsaber holds it backwards. It's fucking cool. And I did not find her really annoying at all. Going back to it, I can kind of see why people would find her annoying. But I was just
Mhm.
like, I was all in. I was all in on Ahsoka, all in on Jar Jar Binks even for a time. Came in during the prequel era, which fun fact, it was designed for children, so no wonder.
Yes.
No wonder some older fans were like, screw you.
Right.
And yeah, so I've been watching it ever since. Like Lily, I also think Thrawn is misunderstood and he can be changed. He just needs a solid support system.
I can comment, it's fine.
The Thrawn support group.
Yeah. Give us a call. We'll
I-
fix you.
We'll hear all your problems and we'll just give you a hug. You look like you just need a hug.
Yes. You can fix Thrawn with a hug.
I won't let him
Right.
go then. Just, just for your information.
Wow.
You'll rock him to sleep in your arms.
Come here, baby. It's all right.
Come here, baby boy.
She will hold on and never let go.
Never.
I'm your girlfriend now.
Ooh, Bradley.
She is thirsting so hard right now.
No, because like honestly, Thrawn, he's just a little blue baby boy. He was just
Yes.
abandoned by his mother. He just needs some emotional support.
Just love.
That's all he needs. Just allow him to pursue his endeavors. If that involves mass murder, he's just in a silly, goofy mood.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. There's
Chill.
so many people in the galaxy. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Chill. Who's gonna miss those 10 million children? Who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
My history is so weird with Star Wars. I like to actually tell people my age by just saying I'm older than Star Wars. I was 4 when A New Hope came out. I remember playing with the first series of little figures, and their lightsabers all broke off, and the capes tore off, and whatever. I didn't care. But there was a kind of that dark period after Return of the Jedi. I was just not really. That wasn't something I was in tune to growing through my teens. And then someone gave me the Heir to the Empire novel in college to read. I borrowed it from him, and I just like suddenly renewed all my love for Star Wars. And I dived into novels. I had like a bookshelf full of the novels. I was super into the prequels when they came out. I don't know that I hated them. I didn't feel that they were the same experience as the original, but I didn't hate them. And like Revenge of the Sith, of those 6 movies that came out in that, from the beginning, Revenge of the Sith was my favorite actually after it came out. So
It is a banger.
so I was an oddity among Gen Xers liking something from the prequels. But yeah, that was the history. In terms of Ahsoka, when the movie came out that kicked that off, I had gone out. I was dating a guy at the time, and me and him were beer nerds. We would go try beers at different places, and we had tried a couple of beers before the movie. So I was going into the movie 2 beers in, and the 2-drink minimum me did not care much for Ahsoka. I hated it.
So you
I
have to be
just-
sober, is what you're saying? I'm just kidding.
maybe. I don't know,
So-
but it just hit me wrong. She was whiny. It didn't feel like it made sense for the canon that was in my head for so many years. But then, years later, when the Clone Wars was getting ready to come back for another season, they had said that they were going to do a new season. I'm like, okay, I'm finally going to sit down and watch this thing. And I watched it, the whole thing, and loved it. And I dived into Star Wars Rebels right at the same time, loved it, and I just got totally sucked in. Ahsoka is amazing. Dave Filoni has done an amazing job creating a character that has a true, believable life arc. And I'm excited for this series because we're going to see the culmination of all that, and her being able to pass that on to the next generation. So that's so exciting.
I need to clarify. I did not hate the prequels. I actually do love them.
All right. Yeah,
I
sure.
was,
You say
I
that
was
now.
lukewarm until the last one. So
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where it was. It was like
uh,
these are okay.
yeah,
But then that last one, and then of course I've watched them over and over and over again since then. So it's like, okay, all right, I got it. Especially like with Clone Wars bringing everything together,
right.
it all makes sense now to
Mhm.
me.
Look, as a kid, it had its magic, obviously, but like looking back at it now, because I do like yearly rewatch on things, which is getting harder with all the content that we're getting. It's not complaining. Shut
I
up.
was going to say.
True.
It's not complaining, okay? But
Sounds like complaining.
shh, shh, shh. But yeah, like watching them now, they're not good. I'm just gonna put it out there. They're like, yes, Revenge of the Sith is like great, but like,
You don't like the time-honored quote, I hate sand. It's rough and coarse and
And it gets everywhere.
Yeah, it's like be as stiff as possible.
it's stiff as sand.
Mhm.
You had this amazing cast, and somehow they turned this amazing, talented cast into something a little wooden there.
A little
Yep.
bit. That's why I'm glad Clone Wars filled in a lot of that because it's like,
Yes.
okay, awesome. I didn't get it.
Well, let's talk about what we're gonna see in this series coming up with all this love that we have for Ahsoka. Yay! So let's go around. This time we'll start with Lily Kay. Let's hear what you're expecting to see for sure. Not the wish list so much as the what are you thinking we'll see for sure here?
that's one very important thing. Thrawn. Mm.
Them beautiful blue cheeks.
The blue guy.
What I expect to see for sure, like it has to be in there 100%. I don't want to have any expectations, like anything.
I know.
Because I don't want to get very disappointed with the whole thing.
Mhm.
That's very painful. We know that we lived through that with some of the things
Yeah.
before. So I'm more on the side that as long as it is character focused, which is very important. Okay, I have one expectation.
Okay.
I have to. Andor was so fucking good
True.
that it has to live up to that. I'm not gonna
Right.
lie.
You're absolutely right. It's gonna have to.
It-
That's
it-
what
it has
everyone's
to.
comparing it to right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, if it's not
Yeah.
gonna, I'm gonna be disappointed.
They've set a bar.
Yep.
Andor has set a
Yep.
bar.
Andor is just pure perfection.
It's the best series they've done.
Oh,
Yeah.
easily.
Even if it does have Cyril Khan in it, and he's a fucking dipshit. Not the actor, the character. I want to make that clear.
Look, it has Andy Serkis, and he's
Is he dead now, though?
Yeah.
no. Don't say yeah. No, Kino is alive. He can't die.
He's alive.
He's alive. He's found, or he found like I don't know something.
She's like,
to
what?
swim.
You know what? Thrawn. We'll just say Thrawn saved him.
Yes.
Oh yes, my blue baby. Okay, I can live with that. Anyway, that's it. I don't want to have anything like other than like it has to live up to a certain standard. I still love the
Right.
Mandalorian,
Mm-hmm.
so if we are at least there, we're still
Mhm.
good. I am trusting Dave Filoni. That's all I will say.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
In Dave Filoni, we trust.
Yes.
All right, Tom. Anything you're thinking we'll see for sure?
I don't really know for sure. I feel like the two new Sith, evil Force dark side Force
Oh
users.
yeah.
I think one of them's gonna die. I think I forgot the guy's name, but I feel like he's gonna bite it because he's too old to have a change of heart. I think the girl who, again, name I can't remember. There's a chance like she'll fight Ahsoka and then she'll be like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I don't know, guy." And then they have like a heart to heart, and be like, "Come join me with Luke Skywalker." And it's like, "Yay!" Or she just bites it as well. Who knows? One thing I am absolutely certain will happen: Hera is gonna die. She's gonna bite the proverbial bullet because she's a mother now.
You're so mean.
I am realistic, in all honesty, Lily, because give me a mother in Star Wars that hasn't been killed.
They already took Kanan. They cannot take Hera.
Yeah. And what's Star Wars? It's just a long story of family trauma.
Well,
And
I mean,
deadpan.
Leia did age up quite a bit before she died.
Yeah.
Okay, given that Carrie Fisher did not pass away, unfortunately, she would probably have been killed in episode 9. Because then she would have been the Force Ghost to talk to Ben Solo. Hera is going to die, and that's going to push Jason to become more like Ahsoka and like trained to be a Jedi. And like this whole Ahsoka series will be mostly about Ahsoka, but also Jason's origin story of how he comes into his own as a new Force wielder.
That is really interesting, and one of the reasons I just kind of want to say that is something that I think is a believable thing that could happen is what happened with Obi-Wan, because we didn't really expect to see Leia in Obi-Wan, but she was a central part of
Mhm.
what happened in Obi-Wan. So, or sorry, Kenobi.
No.
I can't word today. Whatever. The Kenobi series. Yeah, I could see that, because with Leia having been unexpected and so much of Kenobi being Leia, I could see a lot of Ahsoka becoming
Jason.
potentially Jason Syndulla. Yeah.
Yeah. So that I'm glad you've come around to the Hera will die train.
I am not on the Hera will die train. I'm on the. I'm not going to reject the idea that
Nah. Padme killed. Shmi Skywalker killed. Leia would have been killed anyway. Jyn Erso's mum killed. Every main character's parents fucking die.
I think I'm with you on Balin dying, though, the older of the somewhat Sith. We're not even really sure that they're Sith, though, right?
I think
They just said they're not Jedi.
Right.
They got orange lightsabers.
That's
So I
it.
don't think they're Sith.
Yeah. Well, are they orange or were they red?
I think they were like a
Orange.
very dark orange.
Yeah.
I think it was
I don't
confirmed.
know.
Dave
by-
Filoni said
So
himself,
so they haven't fully
Mm.
bled into their kyber
basically, yeah.
crystals. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will be bittersweet to see them, with Ray Stevenson passing, it's like going to be a very bittersweet experience for the whole cast and crew, I believe, and for us as well. Like, he was such a great actor, and yeah, it would be hard. It would be hard. Whatever happens to his character, it's going to be like, yeah, that's the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Brandy, anything you're thinking for sure we'll see?
Yeah. So I have some theories. I don't know. Probably won't happen. But the fact that in all of the teaser trailers, whatever, we really haven't seen Thrawn. Like they're searching for him. Okay. We haven't really seen Ezra either, but I
Mhm.
know they'll I assume they're gonna find him. But is he going to be dark
Oh,
side?
yeah.
Ooh.
Because he struggled with that and he lost Kanan. He lost his family. He sacrificed himself and he's there with the blue guy. It can talk anyone into anything, especially Lily. Um but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, he's lost his entire family,
Mhm.
including, the rebels plus his parents. But yeah, like he had, dealings with Maul, he had dealings with
Yeah.
everybody. So, I mean, I think my theory is because Ahsoka could not save Anakin, she's going to save someone else. Maybe that's
Mhm.
Ezra. Maybe
Mhm.
that's, I don't know. But
She's
think-
gonna
things I've
like
been thinking.
pay back the favor that he gave her by saving her in the world between worlds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
could see that.
I think that'd be interesting, but I don't think it would happen because if,
Mm.
like, at the end of Rebels, like Palpatine tries to take Ezra over to the dark side, I think it's just after Kanan bites it as well, and Ezra's like, "Yeah, nah, screw you, man." And like, I think he's probably taken on like Kanan's sacrifice and doesn't want to dishonor Kanan. So if he went to
Yeah.
the dark
Mhm.
side, even if Thrawn's like in his head, be like, be a dick with me, come on, come on, be a bad dude, come on, guy. I think
don't
he'd be like, no, my master Kanan, he sacrificed himself for me. Screw you. Like that sort of. He'd probably try to stay. He could still like be like slowly slipping because we don't know how long he's been stuck with
Mhm.
that blue bastard.
Excuse me.
Hey, fine, okay, beautiful blue bastard.
He doesn't
There you go.
have the Lothwolves with him. That
True.
would make Ian upset because I know
Yeah,
Ian loves the Lothwolves.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
like he's there by himself. He's alone with his thoughts. So I don't know. Because he's already like struggled
Interesting.
with his emotions in the past.
I have to admit though that I feel like it would be kind of weird to see him go backward again before he's more fully realized as a Jedi. So I don't know. For me, it would feel like a little bit of whiplash because
Yeah,
it took
probably.
him a while to get to where he was at the end of Rebels, and yeah,
I don't know. There's just got to be a struggle there somewhere. I'm
yeah,
trying to figure out what it
definitely.
is.
Yeah,
So, because it can't
Or
just
he's
be all
just dead.
happy roses. He could be dead. But
He could
they
be
have
dead.
someone cast as Ezra. I don't know.
It
I
doesn't matter.
expect to see Ezra. I do expect to see him.
It could be like a Luminara situation if you remember from Rebels, how like they kept her
Mhm.
body as like
Yeah.
a beacon. So maybe that's
Yeah.
what Thrawn is doing for the Rebels. He's like, I want Ahsoka and the rest of those because fuck those guys. And he's just
Hmm.
using Ezra as bait.
Maybe
And
Could
he
be.
could be dead, could not be dead, but like I reckon he's bait. It's one of the two. So I agree, something has to be negatively happening to him because he can't be like, the plucky kid who, gives high fives to space whales.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. I was excited in the trailers to see the Purrgil, so I'm like, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, for sure. I think we're going to see what happened to the Chimera. Like potentially the wreckage of the ship, maybe the wreckage of the Seventh Fleet. And I'm interested to know what's still functional in terms of ships from the Seventh Fleet, and whether or not Thrawn has found some way to make use of them. I don't know. Or is there something brand new, that that's I mean, obviously they went somewhere. We just don't know where they are. But if they end up in Chiss space, I'm gonna be like super happy because I love me some Chiss lore. And I think for sure we'll get references to the Chiss ascendancy and Thrawn's larger mission that drove him to join the Empire to start with. So I think we're for sure going to get some references to that, so that we get a deeper motivation for Thrawn and the fact that he has more than just the Empire in mind when it comes to the rebuilding.
Now that you mentioned like the parts of like the Chimera and Seventh Fleet, maybe like it's like a dual story thing. So like there's the Ahsoka stuff, but then there's Thrawn, and it's Thrawn and Ezra trying to coexist. So like he still like, and that's what could push Ezra to dark side, because he's just like, I am so fed up with this blue guy. Shut up, because he's like in his like monotone voice, like, so we need to combine this ship part with this one. It's like, fuck off, you geezer. And like that's like sort of that's like maybe a conflict for maybe like an episode or that. Hey, it's not me saying it, Lily. It's not me. It's not me saying it.
He has a beautiful voice, okay? Shut up.
I agree. He's beautiful, but Ezra probably thinks that he's a drop kick.
He's beautiful.
Ezra probably
Jabba the Hutt.
Jesus. Ezra probably thinks like, I'm going to kill this bastard, and that could like push him to dark side. And maybe Thrawn, we think he's going to be the big bad, but then it like swerve, and Ezra is, because he hates Thrawn so much, he's just going.
He's a high.
If they do that, I'm not watching. Just putting it out there.
Just gonna cut it off right there.
End of episode 2. Thrawn's dead.
No.
You pray to
cry.
your shrine.
Don't make me cry.
I think Thrawn could take on the Emperor for sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry for giving you a heart attack, Lily. He's not going to die. He's not a bastard. He's beautiful.
He is.
I'm sorry to disrespect.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry to disrespect you in front of your shrine. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna survive somehow. It's
okay.
She's gonna get revenge on the rest of us by saying Ezra's dying.
He probably will, in all honesty.
No!
Yeah.
He's probably already dead, and
Well, like, because if all these series lead to the sequels, and the thing of the sequels is basically let the past die and like the next generation, it means they all have to die at some point, like all of the legacy characters, which no one likes. But like, I would not be surprised.
Oh, what if he's recruited like Eli Vanto was to work in the Chiss ascendancy instead?
I don't think so, but could. Like, I would not be surprised if like at the end of the series or the end of like they do like a second season, whatever. Like Ahsoka's dead, Hera's dead, Ezra's dead. Maybe Sabine survives, because they seem to be building her up too much just to kill her off, and she hasn't really done much outside of Rebels. So I would not be surprised if they die, and then Sabine and Jason are the only ones of the hero side to make it out.
And then in the end credits, you see credit George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
But it would add some stakes.
Everyone dies.
Everyone dies, except for Sabine and the blue love machine.
Duh.
But because like
say bye, Lily.
Right.
Like in the credits, whenever it says Thrawn, it's just my blue man. That's all.
My blue man.
Like,
yeah, that's it. That's it.
The blue man from the streets.
Amen.
All right, Brandy, what's on your wish list for the series?
Chopper. A lot of Chopper.
Lots of Chopper.
Chopper kills everyone. Chopper kills everyone,
including
He's a mass murderer.
He does have some kills already in his history, so
he has a lot.
He's a war criminal.
That's what I'm saying. He's a psychopath.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, no, I want to see Chopper. I want to see I want to see this amazing light side Ahsoka that has
Mm,
been, you know, I mean, she's beyond the light, really. I mean,
yeah.
eh, I want to see what that means. Like, and I want to see like her. Like, I have a feeling her and Anakin are going to be talking through the Force.
Mm.
Mm.
I feel, I hope, but yeah, definitely a lot of Chopper. I just love Chopper. I don't know what it is
Mm.
about that stupid droid. Fucking love him.
He's just
Mm.
great.
So great.
He's
Oh,
the
oh,
definition of just a little guy.
Loth
Yeah.
wolves. I definitely want to
Love
see
wolves.
those.
Good.
Definitely
I feel
love
like
wolves on the
I
wish
think
list.
Ian would be. I think he'd get a bit too excited. Ian, like
Doom.
just like we need to make sure that like we've got Ian watch to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid when
Yes.
the losses come
Mhm.
on. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, his article is just going to be titled "Lot Wolf."
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's
That's
just
it.
Lothwolf. It's just
Yeah.
repeated for like
Just-
1,000 words.
Try and read it. It's fun.
Even
Mm.
better if he does like a 1,200 word article just talking about how amazing Loth wolves are.
Lothwolves are like my best friend. They can be running and they can bark, and I love them.
Yes.
They can say Doom.
They say Doom really well, and I think Kanan became a Lothwolf, which I
Oh
think
my
is really cool. I don't know why I'm giving him a southern accent.
Fluffy.
I don't know because
British.
he's British. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Sorry, Ian.
You made him sound a bit like Forrest Gump.
Or yeah, something like that. I was
What?
thinking the same.
That's where
He's British. He's like Hugh Grant or something.
oh yeah, I fucking love the Lothwolves, mate. Yeah, they're bloody chill.
Look at what's on your wish list
Literal
other than
crickets.
Thrawn.
That's it. That's all.
Obviously, that's the most important thing. Let's be honest.
She's now going to list a number of positions she wants Thrawn to be
Oh.
in.
You don't want to know. Trust me.
That's in the thousands. That's in the thousands.
That's in thousands. Okay, millions, maybe millions.
Billions even.
Ooh.
Billions even.
Yeah, billions even. No, here's like my wish list is very short. There's two very important things that I need in there. First is it's like a probably not gonna happen kind of thing, but like, oh my god, if it's gonna happen, I'm gonna cry. We all know that the wonderful, beautiful, great Sam Witwer has already provided so much to Star Wars, so much. And one of those things is Starkiller, who's just freaking great. And there's a rumor going around that the Sith that we see in the trailers might be Starkiller. And I swear to God,
Well,
if that happens, like, look,
Oh.
Sam Witwer has been rumored to be on sets so many times with The Mandalorian. I think with Kenobi as well. He was rumored to be on set.
yeah.
And so far, nothing came true of it.
Mhm.
Like, he's the biggest Star Wars nerd. I'm just gonna put this out
Yeah.
there. He knows
I love him.
everything. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Everyone should,
like there's like a test with him, and he knows everything. Like, even the tiny little details he knows. He needs to be in live action finally.
He has to
Ouch.
be.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, where is Sam Witwer? Where is
Right.
he? Where
Well,
is he?
Technically, he has been in live action once.
Mhm.
It's very
Technically.
technically, like, you know,
Yeah.
he was the voice of
Maul and
the
Solo.
greatest.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
More.
Yeah.
There you go. But that was just once again just his voice, and that's it.
True.
Mhm.
So it's like kind of, but like, come on, bring it in,
More.
bring it in. So
Mhm.
it's on the top of my wish list because I love Sam Witwer. We need him in live action
Right.
Star Wars.
Mhm.
And then the other thing is, again, very important, the booty
Mm,
from behind, the nice blue booty.
them
of
cheeks.
Thrawn.
True. Them,
Mhm.
them cheeks are for the streets, but like, hey, I'm there as well.
Yeah, exactly. Reach. No, I'm just joking. I'm not joking. Actually, it's like, please.
We're like on we're on
That
opposite
is
corners of the street. Just
Major
boxing
wish
him in.
list.
Yeah. Da.
Just
But,
box him in.
Oh no. On the second place, that was the joke. Oh, really? It's not a joke. We need booty. But the other thing is, it would be such a wasted fucking opportunity not having Anakin appear in the series. It's
He
like
needs to be.
he has such a strong connection to Ahsoka,
Yes.
and honestly, I'm not joking. I had a dream where Ahsoka and Anakin had like a talk as Rosario Dawson and Hayden Christensen, and it like I dreamt up an entire scene with them. Just why did you turn to the dark side? Blah 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 blah. Just like, it was
Oh,
so
wow.
vivid. I was like,
Mhm.
I need to see this. So I'm like, I'm now
Mhm.
desperate to see that happening. We know that they
Yeah.
cast a young Ahsoka. We know now because toy leaks are the best kind of spoilers for the
I
things
haven't.
that
I have not seen Toy
Hey-
Leaks.
Yeah.
You shut up.
Shut up.
Look, we know it. We know it. So it needs to happen. I need them to interact in one way or another. Like Ahsoka is like beyond just being a Jedi at this point. So I'm like, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'd
And
be
that's
fine
it.
with like the Anakin stuff, even if he doesn't appear. Like it's like Ahsoka dreams, and then she like hears Anakin like just talking.
Well,
Mhm.
she's talking to him in the trailer, but I'm like,
Oh.
God, if he answers back through the Force, that would be
I want
so
that.
freaking amazing.
I want that because Hayden Christensen deserves the word.
Yeah.
After the
Yeah.
treatment he got.
True.
I'm sorry, but everyone was way too
He
harsh
did
on him.
so good in Kenobi. Like,
Yep.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yep.
So good. Yeah. I was
Yep.
super
So
impressed with that.
that needs to happen. In my head, that needs to happen. I'm not gonna lie. If like he's not even in it, that's gonna be very disappointing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, I think he's already. Has it been confirmed he is in
I
it?
think so, yeah.
Okay. I thought
It
for
should
sure,
be
yeah.
at this point, like
Yeah.
obviously. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But that needs to happen. And now, since we talked about it, I need to see an evil Ezra. I don't know. It's just I have a thing for this.
Couldn't
Dark
tell.
side Ezra.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Still, the blue baby is the best. Okay, so shut up.
She has
So
to
what-
fix them.
What we have learned is Lily likes fixing broken men.
Duh.
Yeah,
Who
okay, cool.
doesn't?
Obviously.
Simple man.
Obviously.
Obviously. Okay.
I think my wish list starts with Zeb. I want to see Zeb in the
Yeah.
series. We already had the nice drop in The Mandalorian. Let's
So
see some
cool.
more of that.
That was amazing.
Oh,
so
and
good.
next level to that would be if we saw Callus. I would be like,
Yes.
Yes.
Callus.
Yep.
Really want Zeb and Callus. That's my wish. That's part of my wish list. Of course, as much Ezra as possible is also in my wish list. He's finally of an age that I feel like I can safely say I think he's hot. So, anywho, yeah, let's go with that. Let's have more Ezra in here. Well, they cast him really well for that.
True.
So
It's true.
Well, you know what could be cool though? Could be cool if to satisfy both you and Lily,
uh,
Thrawn, Ezra, both shirtless working on Star Cruisers.
Oh, I'm done.
Brandy agrees.
I
Brandy
like
agrees.
it. I like this
Be good with it.
idea.
Mm.
I like it.
Sorry for distracting with
Um,
thirst again. Continue.
Thanks.
Oh
My dreams are
God.
gonna be so good tonight. Yes.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
Sorry.
Oh gosh. Of course, my wish list also includes Lothwolves. So like Lothwolves, all the Lothwolves. And I think part of that wish list with the Lothwolves though is that Sabine has taken time to connect with them and perhaps learned a lot more about herself and what her connection is to the Force through them. Like maybe she's not Force sensitive, but maybe she's more Force attuned, and essentially the Force is working in her favor, but not necessarily something she can manipulate. to a fine detail. I'm not sure.
Like she's got to have some kind of sensitivity,
It seems
especially
she's has something.
because I
I
think
mean,
to wield the dark saber, you
mm,
have to have some sort of sensitivity. Like maybe
Mm.
not.
Pre Vizsla
What?
didn't.
Mm-mm.
Pre
No.
Vizsla, the guy from Clone Wars,
Uh-huh.
he was not force sensitive, and he had the dark saber.
Because I think Bo-Katan is like she's got some sort of sensitivity somewhere. Like
something.
I feel like it's got to be like, okay, so most people have no force sensitivity. Some people have some, and then you've got
Mhm.
your Jedi and Sith. So I think they're in that some category.
Mm,
I don't know. Because
Maybe.
I'm curious, because Sabine called Ahsoka master. So I was like,
right.
there's got to be something there.
That could mean a lot of things.
It could. It
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
Because like Ahsoka is saying she left Anakin and she left Sabine. So it's like, I don't know. Just, I don't know. She's force sensitive in a way.
Are we
Probably.
thinking, speaking of, kind of reaching back into Clone Wars lore, are we thinking Morgan Elsbeth is a Night Sister?
No,
From
because
Dathomir?
There's something up with her for sure.
Mm,
Not
She's too-
necessarily.
Maybe.
she's not pale
Maybe.
enough.
No.
you don't think?
I don't
No.
think she'd be a
Oh,
Night Sister.
no.
Mm-mm.
She could maybe be
Mm.
like trying to like imitate them, or maybe
Or
like she
follow
was
their
maybe
ways.
or like
Mhm.
brought up by like one that survived, Grievous killing them all.
Maybe.
But I don't think she's like from Dathomir. But then
Mm-mm.
because you have
Mm.
Merrin from Fallen Order and the Jedi series,
Right.
and she, and yeah, they don't
I
look
want to
anything.
put Cal Kestis on my wish list for everything.
Yes, I
Please,
want Cal
Cal
Kestis to show up somewhere.
I want him to be evil.
Well,
Ah,
that is yeah, yeah.
again with the evil.
Cal could never be evil.
Of course
He
he can be.
was.
He
He
was.
was at the end.
It's there. It's in him. Just saying.
I reckon we won't get Cal in anything else. Maybe like if it takes place
Nah.
between 3 and 4, because I have a feeling
Maybe.
at the end of the because they're going to do a third game, that's where he's going to be like he's gonna die because
Mhm.
they need to because he'll go to the dark side and come back and blah blah blah. But we're not talking about Jedi.
Yeah.
We're talking about Ahsoka. No,
I-
Cal.
Well, yeah. I mean, if anything, Bad Batch would be the place I'd expect to see him.
True.
Yeah.
Possible.
Mm.
Also, Temuera Morrison is coming back.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Oh,
did see
true.
that. That's awesome.
So I was like, finally, Captain Rex, bring it in.
Yes.
Bring it in.
He needs a big hug.
The bigger. Oh, I gave him a hug.
Yes.
Big hugs.
Oh, I'm so jelly.
I met him. He's great. He called me ma'am, and I was like, excuse
You
me,
went, sir.
sir, not a man.
You're the
Thank you.
best.
But he's great. He's great. He's the sweetest.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Any other speculation we haven't covered? Any comments on things we've seen in the media up to this point? A lot of people have been theorizing things that just feel like way out in left field, and I'm like,
They always do that.
I've
Yeah.
avoided
it's
most.
kinda like,
I've avoided
yeah,
most of
I've been
it.
avoiding
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot
not
of
really.
it.
Yeah, I'm not really watching it.
I'm
like,
trying to avoid a lot. Yeah.
They are putting
that.
out way too many promos again, and I'm like,
Yeah.
stop it. We don't need any more. Like,
We
just
don't
bring
need-
the show,
yes.
and that's it.
Yes,
That's it.
I'm just gonna stop watching from now until the 2 episodes, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a
I-
very important question about it, though.
Oh,
Yes.
It's very important, yeah?
okay, yeah.
Mhm.
What if it sucks?
Then we still have Andor.
Ah, true.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's very true. I mean, Thrawn is going to be great, but like,
It's not
Yeah.
possible. It can't suck.
it shouldn't. It shouldn't, but
shouldn't.
we saw things happen previously, so I'm like,
Dave
Yeah.
Filoni
What-
is God. All things
I'm
will
just-
be pure.
Yeah.
In Dave Filoni, we trust.
in their
I
Filoni we trust.
Because my trust in him is shaken a little bit.
When?
Mandalorian season 3.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Yeah, you shut up.
You shut up.
You
Who
shut
do you
up.
think? Who do you think you are?
I am
Thrawn
Lily
hates-
Kay, and I love the baby. Okay.
Yeah, and guess what? Thrawn hates you. If Thrawn met you, he'd hate you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to say it.
Oh, he went there.
I went there.
Oh,
He's my baby boy now.
Oh,
This-
shots fired.
is
I'm-
gonna be a good
I'm gonna
podcast.
fire you. I'm gonna fire you.
Bring it.
Okay.
There's only like massive oceans between us. Let's fucking go.
Yes.
Let's fucking go.
Come on.
Let's go.
Well, we've talked about him a little bit. We also have one more member of our team who is going to sub in, hopefully, on one of the episodes if we need him to. But he is going to be doing articles for the website. And here he is to tell a little bit to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about what his Star Wars background is.
Okay, I am Ian, and I will be doing all the recap articles on CouchSoup for Ahsoka, the Disney Plus series that we've all been waiting and hoping for a very long time. I love Ahsoka. I should just put a full stop there, but I'm not going to. I have loved Ahsoka since possibly the second or third series of the Clone Wars animated series. The first series, she was rubbish. Let's face it. Once they made her more of a grown-up, then it was very much a different matter. I'm of the opinion that the last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars animated series stands up against almost all of the movies in the Star Wars franchise. Yes, come at me, I don't care. It is one of the best short films in the Star Wars franchise if you put those last 4 episodes together. And that is all Ahsoka and Bo-Katan and Darth Maul and the clones. But mostly Ahsoka, it's her story. And I'm so excited for the series. I'm so excited for everybody else to be able to fall in love with Ahsoka and Rosario Dawson. Because Rosario Dawson's cool too.
Thanks for watching. We are going to be doing this weekly as each episode comes out. So tune in. Be sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube as well as on your podcast platforms. Make sure you're looking for the Watching Now from CouchSoup, the Ahsoka Chronicles that we'll be putting out, reacting to each episode. Also, go to CouchSoup.com and become a member, and let's chat about all the great things that's happening in this Ahsoka series. Join us in the conversation. Let's have a bigger discussion about it. We'd love to hear what you think too.